How's everybody doing? Crazy night tonight, y'all. We're looking at the Sacramento game on playback right now, and it looks like Sacramento is about to be down by one. Free throws being missed, but I think I think they're gonna pull this off. All types of implications, though. All types of implications right now, y'all. What's going on, bro?
What's up, bro?
Oh, good win tonight. At least we didn't lose. I
Yeah,
mean,
that was a great game.
yeah. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Anytime I see a bad team, I worry.
Oh
You
yeah,
know?
and hopefully we avoided Steph Curry injury.
Yeah, I mean he came back out there, he shot.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna be fine. I think he just jammed his thumb.
yeah,
Um Hopefully Sunday won't matter that much.
yeah. Because
You know?
Clippers are up by one,
Yeah.
and
So
somehow Sacramento didn't take a timeout as soon as Harden missed that free throw.
yeah.
They fouled Levine, and then he just made two free throws. There's only 3.1 left.
Yeah, so they got like
They have 2
here
seconds,
watching. So they got 2 seconds left.
and they have to
I
foul
think they're
quick.
gonna win though. Yeah, they're gonna foul.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
What?
They're selling. They're selling.
What happened?
Sacramento got the ball.
Are
They
you
could win
kidding?
this game. There's like 2 seconds left. Yeah.
And Kings can have a shot at
Oh
it, man. The
shit!
Oh
Kings
my
can have a
god.
shot. All they need is a two. All they need is a
All they
two.
need is a two.
Let's go, baby.
So we we just won this game. So go back to we go back to the sixth spot, right? So that's what, 48 wins for us? Oh my god. Is this about to happen? Yo.
Give it to Levine. He's been hot. Run a play for
Nah, this
Zach.
is interesting, man. This is super interesting.
Or throw it down to Sabonis in the block or something.
This
Man,
is crazy right now.
Kawhi got a cut on his face? That's crazy.
So 47. So how many wins we got? 48 wins?
We have, I believe it's 48.
Lakers are up big. They look like they're up 18 right now. So that game is over. All right. Let me see what they're about to do on this play.
Here
Let
we
me.
go. Saboner is not even on the floor. Sabonis is not even on the floor. Oh, you had it. What the?
Yeah, the Clippers win, right?
That's two
Yeah, the
guys
Clippers win.
jumped at him. Two guys jumped at him. You had a open guy at the rim.
Yeah, the Clippers win. Okay, so I think How many wins is that for them? That's what, 49? So we got 48. They got 49. They've won, I think they've won 7 in a row. So, bro, we gonna have a crazy clash. Crazy, crazy clash this weekend. Insane clash this weekend. Sunday.
It
So
says we're in
they
seventh
have,
place right now.
huh?
It says we're in seventh.
So
Yeah,
we're in sixth now. Back to sixth.
we're in the 6th spot.
Yeah, and it's a must win Sunday.
With the Clippers winning.
Well, it doesn't matter because Clippers are 5.
Yeah.
So
We're in the 6th spot.
we
Sorry.
stay in 6, but Sunday's a must win for us now. If we lose, we go to 7. But if Minnesota loses, we stay in 6.
Yeah.
So
And if we both win, we're still in 6.
correct.
Every year it's coming down to like the last game of the season, bro.
Yep.
The NBA, the NBA is getting exactly what they want, man. For the last couple of years, we've been seeing the same scenario play out.
With the
Yep.
play-in. You
Yep.
know, one of the reasons I like the play-in is because it's it will reward the teams that are playing good at the end of the season. Right? I mean, if think about it, if you had your main guy was injured for a certain stretch of time and you dropped some games and your team dropped out of the standings, but your guy comes back and you start winning a little bit more again. Your star
Yeah.
comes back. So it just rewards, it gives those teams a chance like that. If you lose your star, you're not totally out of it.
Man, I did not like that play call by Sacramento. They should have gave it to Levine.
Well, how
Man.
can you get him the ball if he wasn't open? How can you get him the ball when he wasn't open? Clock
DeMar
was
tried
ticking, bro.
to get fouled.
Hey, by the way,
But you
how do you
said
not
that
have
play was gonna
Sabonis
go
on
to
the
Levine.
floor?
How was Levine getting the ball when he wasn't open?
Yeah, I mean
Man,
Sabonis
you
was
should have Sabonis out there at least to set a screen or something. Good lord.
It's all right.
They
Well, we
literally
gotta.
went with 5. They went with 5 perimeter players on the play. Like, what are the Kings thinking?
Bro. So have we heard anything about Steph's thumb?
I mean, they
They just
wrapped
took
it.
him out early, right?
Yeah, they wrapped it. That's about it.
Yeah, so tonight he shot 6 of 14, 2 8 from 3, 5, 5, 4. He had 14 points tonight. So
Yeah.
um I don't think he's gonna catch Ant in the 3-point thing unless he goes dumb
Hey,
on
you know what?
Sunday.
You know
But
what's funny, Irk?
yeah.
Minnesota does not have Anthony Edwards on Sunday.
Who
You
do
know
they play
why?
on
Oh,
Sunday?
they
You
played
know
the
why?
Jazz.
He
Cut the
picked up his
bullshit.
18th technical today and got suspended. Got himself suspended.
Yeah, but why do they need Ant to beat the Jazz, dude? Why do
Well,
they need Ant to beat the Jazz?
I mean the Jazz. Well,
Because the Jazz try hard and they want the revenge against Rudy Gobert.
exactly.
Yeah.
You try hard, but you want more ping pong balls. Make it make sense.
That's pretty funny. I don't know, man.
No, but can we just beat the Clippers, please? Like, can we just have a good game? We just I mean, do you, now the question is, Irk, do the Clippers play their full guys, knowing that this game doesn't mean anything for them?
Well, I mean, not necessarily because they're actually tied with the Nuggets right now. So they have to pray the Nuggets actually lose and the Clippers win in order
Who do the
to
Nuggets play on? Who do
get
the
home
Nuggets play on Sunday?
to play the Rockets, I think. And the Rockets will rest people.
Again, the Rockets rested their players last
Yes.
3
Yeah.
games.
They rested them today.
Yep.
So yeah, they're gonna rest them again.
Yep.
Well, they're either gonna do that or only play the main guys like in the first half and then like
Yeah.
shut them down from there.
So if we Irk, if we happen to lose on Sunday, we play Memphis in the play-in game at home on Tuesday.
Well, what do you want? Well, what do you all want to happen?
I mean, what do you want? What do you
There's
want
only
to
two
happen?
lots. There's only two paths. There's only two
Just win.
pathways.
There's only 2 paths. I mean, it's either Memphis or the Lakers.
Give me so I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna probably
Hey,
change course a little bit, and here is here is why I say that. Right, I just watched
Yeah.
Steph jam his thumb. Right, he just
Yep.
jammed his thumb. So I don't think that thumb is gonna get any better by Sunday. That's what a day's rest. I don't think it's gonna get any better by Sunday.
Yep.
So I'm gonna assume that his thumb is gonna be banged up. We're gonna play Sunday. He's gonna put some wear and tear on it.
Yep.
And then on Sunday, it's going to even be worse. Okay. So we really need to win that game on Sunday, lock up the sixth spot. And when we lock up the sixth spot, we get Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yep.
And depending on
Most
uh
are we gonna? We would play Sunday, wouldn't
we'll
we?
we'll probably play on Sunday, so we get like a whole week off, right? Like, so I
Yeah.
can't tell the last time that we've
You
got
know,
like
if
a
you
whole.
really think about it, guys, technically tomorrow feels like a playing game because now, if you
You mean
factor in
Sunday,
Sunday,
Sunday, Sunday?
yeah, Sunday. So
Hmm.
that technically means you have 3 shots at making the playoffs. If you really think about
Yep.
it, you have 3 chances to
Yeah,
make the playoffs. You win one game, you're in,
Yep.
no matter what.
Yep.
yeah. So all they got to do is win. I mean, like, but let me back out for a second, and say this: 49. We're at now 48 wins. We're at right now,
Yep.
right? If we happen to win 49 wins, regular season wise, how everything kind of shaped out, this is a massive success. Plus 3.5 team. We're like a top six, top seven defense, I believe. That's a massive success, bro.
Yeah.
Like, because, you know, we started off the season and, you know, I felt pretty good about the team and I was pleasantly surprised. I don't know what happened in the middle of the season, but they went on like this crazy losing streak, or not losing streak, but they went on like a skid that it was just diabolical. It was a diabolical stretch, right? So we made the trade. Thank God we made the trade, and now we're here, right? Um, and I'm just kind of looking back and saying, bro, this season was a crazy season, bro. Like it like the last matter of fact, the last three
understatement,
seasons,
bro. That's a real understatement, dude.
dog. Like unreal, bro.
How we
Like this.
started to how we like with the slump, dude. This has been the injury, just
So
just
here's the
nutty
wild part
stuff,
about it.
man.
So since we've made the trade, right?
Hey,
Uh, we
Did
have
you
been,
did you see this?
yeah.
Did you see this?
See what?
I
See
don't.
what?
I hate Tim Kawakami, but he's an asshole. But look, he tweeted out. He said in a 3-team tie, which is what it would be in that scenario, the teams are seeded by winning percentage versus the other teams in that group. If it's the Clippers, Warriors, Minnesota, Timberwolves would have the best winning percentage than Golden State, then the Clippers. It would be Minnesota 5, Golden State 6, Clippers 7. How
Hmm.
that
Yeah,
that'd be crazy.
yeah, it's true. It's true. That's how it works.
That'd be insane.
I don't get. I don't get this three-way tie thing, but
Well, I mean, that will be the Nuggets' worst nightmare if they see the Timberwolves. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, exactly.
so say that again. In a three-way tie, what now?
So in a
So
three-way tie,
it would be the
basically,
Timberwolves.
If it's Clippers, Warriors, and T Wolves,
Yep.
how we would order first, it would be Minnesota first at
Us.
5, Warriors
Us.
at 6, Clippers 7.
Hmm. So the Clippers can't lose on Sunday. In other words.
Right.
Yeah. Otherwise, they're a playing team.
Oh my God.
Correct. So yeah, if we win and Minnesota
Whoever
wins,
loses is a playing team.
Yeah,
right.
out
Basically,
of the
tomorrow.
three,
Right.
whoever loses the play-in.
Yep.
unless the T-Wolves do the unthinkable and lose on Sunday, which I'm pretty sure they won't, even without Ant.
Oh yeah, we just lost to the Spurs, bro.
Dude, the Utah Jazz are 17 and 64, okay, and they're openly tanking. They are not, okay. They are tied with the Wizards right now for the worst record. So I think they're going to want an incentive to have more ping pong balls than the Wizards
Bro, Laurie Markkinen, Laurie
because
Markkinen.
they want
Except I'm
Cooper
pretty sure he's not
Flag.
even playing.
The
So
Utah Jazz
Laurie
want
Markkinen's not
Cooper
playing.
Flag. Okay.
Hold on, Laurie Markkinen took his money and went fucking skiing, bro. Utah's beautiful, by the way. I was up there last week.
It is. It is
That man
indeed.
took his money and went
Lord.
skiing, bro. Good lord. He is out of there, bro. But kind of in retrospect, y'all, this year,
Jesus.
when I look at it, bro, like if we end up, so last year, so if I look at 2023, how many games did we win in 2023?
I think
We
50.
had 44 wins.
Oh yeah,
Let's see.
44. Yeah.
44 wins. Okay, let
That
me
got
go
you to
back. So the
six.
title year,
Yeah.
the title year, we're actually not that far off, right? So the title year, we're like a plus 5.5, right? We were 53 wins and plus plus 5.5, 53 wins. The next year, that's the punch year, right? So we
And they couldn't win a
were,
single road game to save their life that year.
yeah, they were atrocious on the road. They were 11 and 30 on the road, 30 and 8 at home. Um, X-rays negative for Steph on the thumb, by the way.
Yep.
Good.
So the next year they were like a plus 1.8, 44 wins. The following year, 2024, which was last season, missed the playoffs. We were a plus 2.6 and we were 46 wins. So we made the playoffs that year. I believe we were the sixth seed, but we were 2 wins better, right? This year, we're kind of in the same scenario, sort of, and we're about to win. We have won, we're like, what, 2 games better than we were before? 2 games better. That's not bad. So we've improved, right? So since the title year, we've actually improved if you want to look at it from that standpoint. So each year we have a higher net rating and we've improved. So the trade has actually worked out. So, on the season overall, we're like a plus 3.2, or roughly. Our defense is like top seven. That's always a good indicator. The last couple of years, we have been middle of the pack in defense, right? So right now, kind of looking at it, we're a top 10 defense, top seven right now. So, you know, uh Minnesota is so ever so slightly ahead of us. However, when you look at the second half of the season, guess where we're ranked right now, as of right now? And I'm doing as of the time that we made the trade. Guess where we're ranked as of today?
2.
As of the game right now, we are ranked since the trade. We're number one on defense.
Whew.
That's really friggin' good, bro. We're really, really good on defense. Guys are actually been flying around. So yeah, we have the number one defense since the All Star break.
What's the
That's actually
number?
not that bad, huh?
What's the number? What's their defensive number?
Since the All Star break, they're at a
Yeah.
108.4.
Okay.
108.4. So they're the number one defense, right? So that's something to watch for in the playoffs.
And that's why they won games, Urkel. That's why they've
Oh,
won games.
100%. Yeah, like I can't take anything away from it, man. I mean, I've been critical about the defense. I've been critical about you know, guys getting blown by, but for them to just make it up on the back end and guys are flying around left and right, you can't hate on it, right? And to be honest, kind of looking forward into the playoffs. All of these teams are playing small anyway. Like I watched OKC play the Lakers the other night, and every single one of those teams. They're playing small ball, right? So this is pretty much going to come down to who executes the best, right? So I think our execution the second half of the year has been pretty good, right? If you are the, they have the number 8 defense right now, and I think they're like a plus 9.7, right? So if that's what they look like, through, and I believe that's a sample size of 30 games, right? I believe at the time when we made the trade, we said, all right, we have 30 games left. What's the best we can do? Okay.
You said
And
50 wins, I think.
I said 50 wins, right?
50
So,
wins would like be her trend to success.
yeah, so I said 50 wins. I was like, if we get to 50 wins, that would have, we would have gone on a hellacious run, right? And, we are, as of right now, we are 23-7. That's a crazy run that we just did, right? So, you
Yeah.
know, um, I would have loved to have only 5 L's during that stretch, but I mean, bro, kind of when you look at it, like they were amazing. Like, I know like they blew some games and all of that stuff, right? But shit happens. You know how this team does.
And
Um,
and it was really them just not taking the opponent seriously.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
They,
could see they took tonight seriously, even though Portland wasn't playing nobody.
yeah.
But also too, we didn't have a margin of error to really lose. What's going on, y'all?
What's
Yeah,
what's going on,
Sentinel's
Lee?
hot.
What's going on? Like, if we started off this season with Jimmy, I think we would have been better. Obviously, would have been essentially what we started off, carry the rest of the season. We wouldn't have that lull. But because we had to win pretty much every game, every loss seemed like 5 losses. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yeah.
But if you really put it in perspective with what we just did, it was pretty impressive.
It was like a playoff loss. That's what it felt like.
We were literally the 11th seed, bro. They wanted to be the 6th seed by this particular point. They got there. So
Yep.
just win on Sunday and get it
Now
done.
it comes down to one game.
Yep. I want.
You
I
have
didn't know.
three
I
tries
don't.
essentially. You have
Well,
three
you have 3
tries.
tries.
3 home
Three of
games. They got
They're
3 home
winning. They're,
games.
I believe they're winning Sunday. Jimmy. I think playoff Jimmy is ramping up, y'all. I think he's ramping up.
He looked
I
pretty
think.
aggressive, huh?
Yeah, like people were so concerned about him, and like understand like from our perspective, like when he has a bad game or whatever, it's interesting the energy towards him when Wiggins was here. It was like everybody was ready to pounce on Wiggins when he had a bad game, but people are so quiet. When Jimmy has a bad game, he's getting paid $60 million. That's a bit weird to me, but we'll move on from that. But the thing is, Jimmy, right? Jimmy is a better player, like Urkel said